Welcome to Storytime, where we delve into the depths of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Today, we explore one of the most polarizing questions of the 41st millennium. Is the Imperium of Man a beacon of hope for humanity or a harbinger of its ultimate horror? It is a question that leads us to examine not just the Empire itself, but the soul of humanity at its core. Is survival worth any cost? Are faith and tyranny the only guardians against extinction? And what, if anything, still endures of humanity's long-forgotten ideals? The Imperium of Man spreads across 1,000,000 worlds, spanning the galaxy in an unimaginably vast and oppressive bureaucracy. Established over 10,000 years ago by the God Emperor of mankind, the Imperium's sole mission is to preserve humanity at any cost. In a galaxy rife with threats, xenos that prey upon mankind like wolves upon sheep, heretics that twist and corrupt, and the insidious powers of chaos, it is perhaps this grim determination that has allowed humans to survive at all. The Imperium is a war machine, but its strength comes at a brutal price. Every sector, every hive city, every manufactorum world functions as a cog in this monstrous engine built on the backs of trillions. Its people endure unyielding servitude under the brutal guidance of the Adeptus Terra. Across the stars, psychers are sacrificed daily to sustain the Emperor's Astronomicon, the guiding light that allows humanity's ships to travel through the warp. And yet, despite this crushing oppression, the Imperium protects humanity from annihilation. Or does it? We must ask ourselves, does the Imperium represent the preservation of humanity's hope? Or is it merely the perpetuation of its greatest nightmare? On one hand, it seems undeniable that the Imperium has kept humanity alive through sheer force of will. Without it, the countless alien empires vying for dominance would surely have snuffed humans out millennia ago. Yet, what kind of life is being preserved? Few would call the life of an imperial citizen hopeful. Billions toil endlessly as nameless serfs, breaking their bodies in the factories of forge worlds or shuffling through a life of religious devotion in hive cities. They are subjugated by planetary governors, punished by the Adeptus Arbites, and indoctrinated by the ecclesiarchy. Individual freedoms do not exist in the Imperium. They are a relic of a more ambitious and romanticized era. Personal discovery, creativity, or dissent are crushed beneath the weight of religious fanaticism and the absolute authority of the state. But herein lies the paradox. These very horrors may be humanity's last defense. The Imperium's rigid faith, its unyielding xenophobia, and its draconian laws forge a wall against chaos and predation. Without these measures, how could humanity stand against the tyrannid hive fleets, the ancient Necron dynasties, or the endless raids of the Drukhari? Even chaos itself, the eternal foe manipulating and twisting reality, is held at bay only by this monumental, merciless machinery. To many, this raises the tragic question: can hope truly exist in the 41st millennium? Humanity's survival comes at a cost so great that it may no longer have anything worth fighting for. To live in the Imperium is to live as but a number, a disposable resource for the wheels of war and faith. So while the Imperium claims to preserve mankind, one might wonder if it has already destroyed everything that humanity once sought to preserve. Despite this grim reality, some see hope in the Imperium. Faith in the Emperor binds humanity together. Despite his physical absence, his existence has inspired a belief in something greater than oneself. This unshaken devotion has carried the Imperium through countless crises. From the horrors of the Horus Heresy to the wake of the Cicatrix Maledictum and the Age of Darkness, humanity has withstood the unthinkable because it has something to believe in. The Emperor, however distant, remains a symbol of unity in a galaxy of division. Some believe that for all its failings, the Imperium's survival alone is proof of humanity's resilience. 10,000 years of unrelenting war have not broken mankind. As awful as life in the Imperium may be, it's worth noting that it stands where countless other galactic empires, Eldar, Orc, and others, have faltered and shattered. These people would argue that it is humanity's fate to endure, that survival itself is an act of defiance, and that the Imperium, for all its flaws, carries that torch of defiance forward against the endless void. But what of the emperor himself? Was this the Imperium he envisioned? In life, the emperor sought to unite mankind under reason and science, abolishing ignorance and superstition. Yet his ascension to the Golden Throne corrupted his vision, as blind faith replaced the enlightenment he once championed. Across the galaxy, billions now worship him as a god, uttering prayers instead of questions. If the emperor could speak from his silent throne, would he condemn this empire molded in his name? Or would he see its horrifying apparatus as a necessary evil? This is, perhaps, the most contentious question of all. If even the emperor himself could not strike a balance between survival and idealism, what hope could there ever be for mankind to rebuild the utopia it once dreamed of? In the end, the Imperium of Man is as much a reflection of humanity's resilience as it is a mirror of its flaws. Whether it is a beacon of hope or a nightmare realized depends on the lens through which you view it. For those who cling to faith, to unity, and to survival, it is humanity's last chance. For those who hunger for freedom, for progress, and for meaning, it may already be too late. The true horror or hope of the Imperium lies not in what it is, but in the shadow it casts over what humanity could have been. Thanks for watching Storytime. Like and subscribe.